Moving on to our next keynote speaker for the day, I would like to introduce Ms. Aishwarya Viswanathan, Lead Project Manager, CLEAR, who shall be taking us through the topic Cutting Through the Hype, a Practical Approach to AI in Finance. Ms. Aishwarya is a Lead Product Manager at CLEAR with over 5 years of experience in product. She has been pivotal in the GL stream journey at CLEAR, simplifying compliance in data preparation and helping 300 plus VLCs on their compliance journey. An engineer by training and an MBA grad from IIM Lucknow, she is passionate about SaaS and compliance. She looks forward to sharing how podcast-driven compliance innovations can be empowering, turn complex financial data into strategic growth opportunities. Let's put our hands together and welcome Ms. Aishwarya with a big round of applause.
Good morning, everyone. It's indeed my pleasure and privilege to be part of this esteemed group of finance leads and CFOs. Thank you for this opportunity. Before we deep dive into this topic of AI, which is transitioning all our lives, let me walk you through who we are. We are CLEAR, a SaaS compliance company with our global presence in almost 50 plus countries. In fact, we take a pride in the fact that almost 1 billion plus USD worth transactions have been processed in our platform till date. And this is growing as we speak. So as more and more nations are getting stringent with compliance, like if you see the trajectory in the last few years, more and more countries have started introducing stringent compliance, introducing e-invoicing and through indirect tax reporting. We stay a step ahead by tracking some of these changes and ensuring that our platform is there wherever compliance is needed. In fact, this year we are going to be launching in 5 nations like Singapore, UAE, Belgium, France, etc. Now, right from empowering multinational powerhouses and Indian enterprise companies like Zomato, Trent, etc., we have been partnering with some of these esteemed clients, and our client base is growing faster and bigger than ever with the kind of tech stack and innovations that are in place. Okay, so talking about the topic for the day, which is AI and future in finance, I think most of us are living the best of our times. Like, I think none of our generations in the past have witnessed a transitional shift like the way we are seeing today with AI in our hand. And definitely there is a lot of changes that we believe that we can bring and solve the finance problems by bringing solutions that have AI, that are having all your tech tools and compliance expertise. So we have a vision where we plan to solve the CFO problems leveraging AI. In fact, there are certain measures that we had taken in the past. Like last year, we had a tremendous consumer tax season where we had introduced our WhatsApp AI filing. With this, we had seen almost 2 lakh plus gig workers who had been on our platform. In fact, 80% of them were first-time tax filers. So the innovation or the ability that we gave these gig workers through a WhatsApp AI filing, we could almost unlock 25 crore plus refunds for them. And that's something we truly take pride of. In fact, there is a keynote by Satya Nadella in one of the speeches where he had mentioned how we have revolutionized tax filing leveraging AI. And we want to continue to make these progress not just in the B2C space, but also in the B2B space. So I'll just walk you through some of the vision or some of the problems that we envision that can be solved for the CFO office. Most of us are today using GPTs and Geminis in our individual capacity to solve our day-to-day problems, maybe some reports, mailers, etc. But truly in a CFO office, we believe that using AI, you can directly get your data that can be transformed into tax reporting formats. We also believe we can use AI ML algorithms to run reconciliations which is a very key activity in the CFO's office. And we also believe that using smart classifiers, we can actually bucket your transactions real time as and when they come in. So there is a lot of hustle that we see that's going to happen in this space using AI. And this is our vision truly for the CFO office. One is we want to be more and more human-centric, which means we don't want the teams to be engaging in the boring, monotonous tasks that they have been doing all this while. We want to elevate the life of the finance teams by ensuring these manual repetitive tasks are kept at bay. And in fact, we also believe there is a lot of actionable insights that could come in with, We also believe there are a lot of actionable insights that can come in using AI where you can ask your queries instantly. And that's the power. I mean, while we all have tried and heard in pockets, the moment you see this is happening in your organization, that's when the true power, or you will actually experience the satisfaction that you're getting through this technology. In fact, we did a study, and what we realized, it's not just organizations or enterprises like us that is using AI. In fact, government today is actually using AI for a lot of their processes. If you know, there are the notices that gets triggered to most of the organizations today are majorly the system triggered notices. And how does this happen? On the heap of data that you are filing to the government as part of your e-invoice, your GST, your TDS, and so on, there is a set of 3 core powerful engines that even today government has deployed. Like there is this advanced analytics in indirect taxation, there is CAS, GST Prime, and so on. And what these technologies are actually helping is help the governments to run their compliance agenda or compliance programs. And that is something which that's something which we should equally be aware of, because if you see all these system triggered notices, which is almost 80% of the quantum, are coming because of incorrect tax claims. That could be some misappropriation, or like you couldn't accurately report some of these numbers as part of your 3B. There is your TDS short payment of taxes. There is issues related to GST liability, where you haven't reported your GST liability numbers in time. In fact, with 3B locking, GST liability reporting becomes even more and more critical. And there are other issues related to DT, RCM, client delay filings, and so on. And if you truly see, all of these are something which could have been avoided. And truly, because this data is in your system, this is something which your teams have been filing. But still, we see notices coming in, and that's truly because today enterprises are struggling for a partner, for a thought partner, for a compliance partner who can actually help them report some of these things accurately to the government. And that's where we step in. And in fact, this is our motto for this year, to truly kill notices in all shape and form. And we believe this can happen right from inception, because if right numbers go in, we can truly achieve this ambition, this dream for our customers. Today, most of these CFOs or people here may resonate. A lot of stress comes with these notices coming into your offices with a set of penalties and so on. And that stress or that pain is something that we want to relieve our CFOs and our customers. And that's where we are on a mission of killing notices with our Clear Finance Cloud, which is a compliance suite with a set of compliance products that can help in your monthly and annual compliance filing. How do we plan to achieve this motto? Like if I break it into buckets, this can be truly achieved, we believe, through our tech stack and powerful innovations that we do in-house. And one of them for us is our GL Stream technology. This is a very tech-first enablement that we have come up with as an organization. It's just almost a 1 to 2 year old in market. But the kind of empowerment it gives, what it does, it streams your raw GL data into a system and transforms them into compliance ready format. It ensures that the right data, structures and reporting goes to the government without any man in the middle. This is directly coming from your data sources and then flowing into the government portals or the government compliance platform. We believe, or there are these three principles that we corely believe in. One is, with this data lake that we are going to build, we believe that we can prevent any incorrect data flowing into the system. And how do we do that? As part of the GL Stream technology, we run through a lot of validation checks. We check for your input data consistency. We flag if there are any issues. And in some cases, we even autocorrect or classify data irrespective of it being not bucketed correctly in your system. And we also give advisory or consultancy to companies in terms of best accounting practices, because with our experiences with so many enterprises, almost 4,000 plus enterprises, we understand what is the kind of data and accounting practices and what are the best accounting practices. So that's something we recommend. The second lever that we believe, or a principle we believe in, is to automate your end-to-end workflow. So we being an IRP ourselves, we are always vigilant and very much up to date on compliance norms and what are the regulations. We try to ensure that once the data that's come in, there are validation checks to ensure that your data is compliant to government rules. We ensure that the right set of data gets transformed on a daily basis and your data is ready for your GST filing and TDS filing processes. The third lever is definitely in terms of detect, which is to say that even if there are incorrect data or if there are discrepancies or some data which is not being reported in the system, we try to flag that by running GL reconciliations. So we have a methodology through which we run automatically or automate GL reconciliations and trial balance checks to ensure your books and what you're reporting are matching and accurate. We also have some industry best reconciliation tools like 2B versus PR, IMS versus PR, 26AS, etc., which surface all the exceptions even before they become risk. So net, our goal or idea is that through this prevention, automation, detection, we do not ensure or we do not let anomalies or inconsistencies get flown into government system. We identify root causes right at the beginning. And that's something which we would continue, and that's our theme for how do we really run this platform. In fact, there is a video which I would wanted to, I'll just play this. Yeah. Sorry, I think volume. Can you run this? No, it's not playing. But it then.
We know finance leaders like you want control and assurance, not compliance headaches. You have all the data in your general ledger, yet 80% of enterprises are struggling to get assurance that their compliance data is accurate. This is because of a lack of tools and time. What happens then is that inaccurate reports are generated from multiple general ledger tables, creating a loop of endless data transformation. Your finance team is spending hours copy-pasting data, stuck in a repetitive cycle of typing formulas and dragging down rows. Struggle is real. What you need in compliance is control and assurance. And if an employee leaves, your team will be left scrambling for the correct data. One wrong formula or a missed entry could throw off the entire report. And you need to run recon for this, and this every month for every GSTIN. Large spreadsheets take forever to load, wasting valuable time. Even worse, they might crash, setting you back even further. Filing ITC claims notices are either inaccurate, blocked, or increased. Your teams are tired, frustrated with burning eyes and aching backs. Yet, the cycle repeats every month. Introducing GL Stream, the groundbreaking technology
to create a critical missing building block between your books and taxes by creating a compliance data lake. At the heart of this technology is our Prevent, Automate, Detect framework, a strategic approach ensuring that every single risk between your books and tax is prevented at the source by identifying accounting gaps, automated through intelligent transformations, detected early using sophisticated reconciliation logic. We take security very seriously. Clear is a certified company for data access and privacy control.
Actually, 2 to 5% of data can vanish when creating PR and SR. Why? Due to edge cases like RCM, ineligible data. Like, how many steps does it take for your team to track down reverse documents? Multiple. But with GL Stream, this happens instantly. In fact, your GST and TDS data are prepared automatically every day. So, you reduce your monthly tax prep time by 90%. And the best part is, all of this happens at lightning speed. Finance teams generally make do with 95% confidence. Have you wondered what 100% would feel like? Means faster decision making, improved accuracy, and to be audit ready anytime. GL Stream empowers you to face audits with confidence. Don't wait for the month end to run your recons. With GL Stream, everything matches perfectly. There's no need for Excel or VLOOKUPs. 90% less GST and TDS amendments. Complete government reporting in 15 minutes instead of 5 hours. No more surprises during GST and TDS audits. Do all this 20 times faster. The beauty of GL Stream? It keeps you ahead of the curve. With its adaptable features, you'll be prepared for whatever the future of finance holds. Forget spending 3 to 6 months for every ERP change. Adding a new branch? Added. Does regulatory change need new reporting? Handled. You evolve as your business evolves instantly. Clear Finance Cloud for compliance. Supercharged with GL Stream. Peace of mind for the CFO's office. Grow on your own terms. Stream your GL data directly for absolute compliance.
So yes, that's GL Stream Tech for you. So I think most of you could appreciate from how we have moved from an internet era where information was on tap to something where now intelligence is on tap with AI and all these technologies. And if you see even the kind of introduction that government has done with IMS, it's truly a very fundamental shift. And with the pace at which they are evolving, it is becoming necessary for all our organizations to also adapt to some of these transitional shifts and stay ahead. And if we step back and think, what is really the government trying to do with introduction of norms like IMS, etc. One, there is a continuous transaction control where basically whatever, like so far your sales have been monitored through e-invoice and e-waybill, but now even your purchase is getting monitored through IMS. And in fact, your tax reporting is nothing but a derivation of this continuous transaction controls. Second, the GST network is now really real. What we mean by that, your customers, your vendors are now digitally connected with you, with government in the middle. It's like government is truly behaving like a vendor portal for the entire country, where all the partners and stakeholders are connected with each other. Three, with IMS, it's not just tax ops anymore. Now, more than the taxation or compliance teams, even your AP and AR teams also have to be involved and be directly involved in matters of reporting. So that's the kind of change or reshaping the organization. And this is where we truly believe that our Clear Finance Cloud which blends these intelligence and automation in everyday finance operations with products across compliance, supply chain, governance, can actually help all your organizations, your entities. And we today have a list of products right from indirect tax solutions, direct tax solutions, there is company law solutions. We have a supply chain, a vendor management portal, and so on. So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. We have a stall right outside. We would definitely recommend for you to take a look at some of our offerings and how this can actually help your teams and give you a peace of mind. Thank you.
Ms. Aishwarya Viswanathan, for such a wonderful session. Can we please put our hands together for the lovely lady out here? I would like to now call upon Mr. Soundar Raj, CFO, NXP Semiconductors India Private Limited, to do the honor of felicitating Ms. Viswanathan.